here we go. This is M&E Productions doing another Transformers review, except this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing Defensor, and he is actually a knockoff KO model from this quick change robot fighter system, fire rescue, and stuff like that. So he's obviously not Transformers, but we all know who it is. So that was not me. Anyway, these are the 5 guys that it comes with, and it even comes with Hotspot, which is cool because you don't really see a lot of him. I'm going to be reviewing each one of these figures individually, and then I'm going to put them all together because it came with all these feet and other attachments, so I'll get those out of the way. Now, I had purchased a few of these other sets in the past, and they've been pretty good, such as Devastator and the Aerobots and the Predacons and stuff like that. But these guys are probably the best out of all of them. They hold together really well, they're stiff, and they're perfect. Now, this guy, blades spin pretty well. I don't know if you're going to be doing that a lot, but I'm going to start the transformation. I don't really know this guy's name, but if I did, I'd tell you. But you should know if you're watching the video. So, this is him in his robot mode. He has his little arm things that can go out like that and spin and stuff, and got a little propeller action here in the back. So I don't know if that's supposed to be happening or not. And that's this guy. So let's stand him up right there. And we got mono motorcycle foot guy coming here. There's his head. We got the arms. They're a little tricky. They should pull out, but I don't know why they're not. Well, let's see this. Here is motorcycle guy. Yeah, he has a foot. So let's stand him up over there. Hopefully balance is going to be an issue. Ah, come on. Get up over there. Yeah. Alright, now let's get to this Hotspot guy. This guy's probably a lot more complex rather than the other Transformers that are up here. So, yeah. Now, mind you, these knockoff brands don't exactly know how to do it right, so it's not going to be the same thing that you remember in the cartoon. So, it's going to be different. Alright. Let's get the head up there. This big ladder thing really gets in the way, but I think you can probably just bend it back, but that's going to be how it is. There we go. So, yeah, not the best out of all of them, but the probably most blockiest Kubrick-y transformation. And he's the tallest, so. Here is this fire car, police car thing that's going on here. I don't know what his name is. I don't recall ever hearing his name. He's not Red Alert, but anyway, I'm going to get to the transformation because that's all you really need to see. Arms peg off of them. Hold that down. You have his head. This part right here is a little tricky because you got to bend the spoiler back at just the right point to where his legs can kind of overlap it and come to the front like that. It took me a few minutes to get it right, but anyway, there's that guy. And then we have, I know this guy, his first aid. He kind of resembles Ratchet in a way, or Ironhide, depending on what color you got. Anyway, I'm going to start to transform him. His feet unfold, that folds back, arms peg out, and there you have first aid in his robot mode. So there we have all the Protectobots in their robot mode. Okay, well, you've seen all of them, so am I not wasting any time to get to the combination. Now, first of all, you're going to have to take this guy, fold these arms, fold these hands in, and get those out of the way. Peg this into the side. You can get a nice, strong, sturdy body. They're a little stiff, so you got to put some force on it. Hold that down. Keep the head where it is. That ladder's not going to be as in the way when he's all put together, but anyway, let's see. Okay, so first thing you want to do is this guy, on the other hand, is a little pain in the butt. This is supposed to be his foot, right? Like one of his legs. But on the box, it resembles him actually having a certain joint in his mode that actually allows him to twist the wheel backwards and have the wheel facing against the foot. That is impossible. It doesn't twist, it doesn't come back any way so that the wheel is right here. It's just gonna have to stay like that. That's the problem with some knockoffs. They don't always get it right. Anyway, the head, come on. The head comes into the bottom of the foot here. So let's get that going. Probably the trickiest because the head is actually articulated. There we go. So now he has some knee articulation and he has a foot. So let's fold that back. Let's get this first foot on there. Now it pegs into the bottom of this little hole in the motorcycle. It's kind of like a mech tech weapon. It's really stiff. Alright, so we have the first leg. And he is going to be tall. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit him in the frame, but he's going to be a big boy. So, stand him up over there for now. Let's get the second leg, first aid. Now, pretty much you have to transform him back into his ambulance mode. Just get my camera to focus a little bit, and maybe you'll understand it a little more. Anyway, he has a hole right there, so you see that. Let's fold that up so you have the head showing. Let's get this guy up here. Let's peg this to the bottom. There you have his other foot. Gets his other foot on there. And there you have, well, for better or worse, he got his legs. He's gonna look a lot better and cleaner throughout the transformation. What you want to do with this guy, you're gonna want to flip that back and pull the head just kind of out, because this guy becomes one of the arms. Then put that back, and that's it. And you have an arm thing. I don't know if it's easier for me or just for you, but it's easier for me to put the fist on there first before you start connecting them. So he's just a little more stable now. He has a hole right here in the arm. You just simply peg it in. He's really stiff. These guys are good quality, so that's really good. Let's back him up. Well, he's hobbling. Now we have this guy. He's pretty much a car again. You have to transform him back to get the arm. Now there's a little piece that kind of swivels out from the bottom here and comes around so it becomes the arm. But anyway, yeah, that's how it's done. He's pretty much a car on his arm. So there you have an arm. Let's just get this guy up here. Let's get the thing focus in on what we're trying to do here. You peg this in. Come on. It's a little hard because it's articulated. You need to use some force. Okay. Got it. It doesn't screw in. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. Alright. Gives it a lot of articulation without the risk of it falling out and going everywhere. Now, we are not done with this guy, okay? We still have to put a lot of the chest pieces and guns and this this belt-looking thing, so mind you, we're going to start doing that. Now, first thing you want to do is you want to get these legs right, because it's kind of tricky to get that midsection on here. You kind of have to chicken leg him, like at the waist, and it's a little weird, but whatever. That's how I want it. Okay, so let's get the other one. These guys are really stiff, so that's what makes them good. Get this thing on here. Now, it doesn't really fit on there, per se. But, it has little, slots in the top of the leg that it kind of connects onto, so it gives it, a little more, and, first aid just fell off. Come on, get on there. You're not gonna get it right the first time, but I believe I got it. Let's get him back on his leg where he belongs. Now, this thing is easy as pie to get on here. It's actually really stable. It likes to be on there. Just pegs in. And so there you have Defensor in his robot mode. You can't see him. He does have a gun, so let's go ahead and get that in his hand. Alright, come on. Now, he's not going to want to really hold it, so you kind of have to position it right, but anyway, there you go. Now, mind you, this is probably the best representation of Defensor I have seen outside of the Transformers brand. He is complete with almost all of his guys. He doesn't have any missing parts. He's pretty much perfect in a sense, besides the fact that Hotspot is not blue. But it's also really nice because unlike a lot of those other combiners that like to fall over and collapse and stuff, this guy has a little ladder in the back. It's like a little tail that kind of keeps him from falling over, but he can pretty much stand on his own. He doesn't really need it, but it's nice to know that you're not going to wake up in the middle of the night and find this guy in pieces on your floor because you left it on your desk. Anyway, this guy is going for around $8 at any local Big Lots you can find it. I don't know if they sell these at dollar stores. I believe they do, and you can find them there. Anyway, knockoff Transformers can be a much better deal for the average Transformer fan than having to go out and hunt down these G1. Hello, this is M&E Productions. Ethan, stop eating chips! Hello, this is M&E Productions doing another Transformers review.
I'm hungry.
Oh my god.
It's not easy being M&E Productions.